So last Saturday, my cousin Greg sent out an invitation to what he called a fancy dinner party. Now, Greg is not exactly known for his culinary prowess. This is the man who once tried to grill a Pop-Tart, but hope springs eternal. The invite promised an unforgettable gourmet experience, and, because I'm a sucker for anything with free food, I RSVP'd faster than you can say Michelin star. My friends were skeptical, but curiosity and the promise of real cloth napkins got the better of us. When we arrived, Greg greeted us at the door wearing a bow tie and an apron that simply read "Kiss the Chef, if you're desperate," which in hindsight should have been our first clue. The living room was decked out with mismatched candles, and he'd used his bedsheets as tablecloths. I noticed he'd even placed a single, slightly wilted flower in a solo cup at each table setting. It was as if Martha Stewart and Guy Fieri had collaborated after a bad breakup. We sat down and Greg appeared from the kitchen holding a tray like a maitre d', except instead of appetizers, he presented us with piping hot, slightly using hot pockets, each one cut diagonally for presentation. The pièce de résistance was when he solemnly placed a small cup of ranch dressing next to each plate and declared, "Tonight's amuse-bouches." Sadness, lightly seasoned with disappointment. As we dug in, Greg gave a dramatic toast about embracing the emptiness at the center of every hot pocket, and then proceeded to read aloud the nutritional facts in a tone that suggested he was reciting poetry at a funeral. By dessert, which turned out to be cold hot pocket halves artfully stacked like Jenga blocks, we were all contemplating our life choices and the fleeting nature of happiness, when Greg raised his glass and said, "Let's be honest, folks, if you wanted something more fulfilling, you should have just ordered delivery." After all, nothing says existential crisis quite like biting into a hot pocket and realizing it's still frozen in the middle, and so are my dreams.